terrified of competition. And maybe strangely, that's one reason why I've always been so attracted to BJJ, because it was something I felt I had to overcome. I remember well my first competition. I'd been training for about 2 or 3 weeks. I got demolished my first fight. But I remember what I remember the most is the night before. I went to bed like 5 in the morning because I just couldn't sleep. I was so nervous. And I went to the tournament I woke up at 7 to go compete. And it was very nerve-wracking and something very difficult. But at the same time, it felt that that was something I had to overcome. Like it was a personal challenge of mine to overcome something I was terrified of doing. And I think perhaps that's one of the reasons why I was led to fight MMA, because emotionally it was the most difficult things you can do in life, in my opinion, is prepare yourself to fight someone who's been trained his whole life to punch you in the head. So to me, that was a challenge that I felt that I had to overcome. And it was always very difficult, but it did get easier over time. To me, that anxiety, being nervous is part of the journey. And it's precisely because it's difficult that you should do it. A sports psychologist once described this to me in a way where it made it easier for me to understand what I was dealing with. So imagine a heavy rock, right? And that heavy rock is very difficult to move, and that's your anxiety, right? That's you being nervous before a competition. Over time, what happens is your experience is going to shape that rock into a sphere. So that weight is still going to be there. That heavy rock is still there, but now it's shaped in a way you can move it around. You can deal with it. And that's exactly what my experience told me. My experience taught me that, that anxiety, that was always going to be there. But I could deal with it in a way I could overcome it. And now I can look back and I go, I'm proud of myself because I overcame a lot of my fears. And it also taught me lessons about, controlling your emotions that I take everywhere I go. So my BJJ experience didn't just teach me how to fight. It didn't just rank me. I didn't just create a living out of this. It taught me how to deal with so many different situations in life. And it helped my life in ways that I never thought it would. But very few things that I do today I consider to be as difficult as fighting. Everything else to me is a smaller challenge, because I mastered what I consider to be the most difficult thing that person can master, which is fighting.